What popular new electric vehicles should you absolutely avoid buying in 2026? That is what we are breaking down today. Some of these EVs sell extremely well. Some have brilliant marketing. Some have stunning designs that look incredible on the showroom floor. But underneath all of that, they carry serious risks that could cost you tens of thousands of dollars in repairs, leave you stranded waiting for parts, or just leave you sitting in service centers for months at a time. Today on Nick's Car Review, I am breaking down 10 popular electric cars that you should think twice about buying right now. Real owner data, real reliability scores, real reasons to be cautious. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list at number 10 is a luxury electric SUV that genuinely looks incredible on paper, but has been giving owners headaches almost since launch. The Cadillac Lyriq. And the frustrating part about this one is that there is a really good car hiding underneath all the problems. The exterior styling is one of the best looking electric SUVs on sale at any price point. The interior is genuinely premium with beautiful materials. The massive 33-inch curved display is stunning, and Super Cruise is one of the best hands-free driving systems on the market. So what is the issue? The issue is reliability. The Lyriq has faced ongoing software problems, infotainment system glitches, electronic faults, and various other issues since its launch. Consumer Reports has placed the Lyriq among the least reliable EVs you can buy right now. Owners have reported recurring problems that have made the Lyriq one of the lower scoring Cadillac models in current reliability surveys. While GM has been working on improvements through over-the-air updates, the issues persist into the 2026 model year, and the recall history continues to grow. The takeaway here is straightforward. The Lyriq is a beautiful car with strong technology when everything is working. But too many owners have reported significant problems that turn what should be a relaxing luxury experience into a frustrating one. If you want the Cadillac badge and the Super Cruise capability, the smaller and newer Cadillac Optiq has been a more polished and reliable execution of the same idea. The Lyriq might tempt you with that gorgeous exterior, but the reliability data is genuinely worth thinking about before you sign. Number 9 is another premium electric SUV that has been racking up reliability concerns, despite carrying one of the most respected luxury badges in the automotive industry. The Audi Q8 e-tron. This is the refreshed and renamed version of the original Audi e-tron. And while the package is genuinely refined and comfortable to drive, the long-term ownership story has been rougher than buyers expect from a vehicle wearing the 4 rings. The Q8 e-tron has had recurring issues with the broader Volkswagen Group EV platform, including the well-documented drive unit failure problem, where a seal around the electric motor allows coolant to seep in and damage the sensors. That is a genuinely expensive repair out of warranty. And while Audi has been extending the powertrain warranty on affected older units, the problem itself is real and ongoing. Charging speeds also lag well behind newer competitors with 800-volt architectures. And the range numbers are not competitive at this price point anymore. The deeper issue is that the Q8 e-tron is built on an aging platform that Audi has been slowly moving away from. The newer Audi Q6 e-tron rides on a much more advanced architecture shared with the Porsche Macan EV, with significantly better charging speeds, more range, and a more modern overall package. So you are paying premium money for an older generation of EV technology. The Q8 e-tron is comfortable and refined when everything works. But the combination of dated tech and recurring reliability concerns makes it a hard recommendation in 2026. Number 8 is one of the most exciting and innovative electric trucks ever built, but also one of the most reliability-prone EVs on the market right now, the Rivian R1T. And I want to be fair here because the R1T is genuinely a fantastic product when everything is working. The adventure capabilities are class-leading. The clever storage features like the gear tunnel and built-in air compressor are brilliant. The driving experience is engaging and powerful. The interior is loaded with sustainable, high-quality materials, and the design is one of the most distinctive in the entire pickup truck world. But here's the issue. Consumer Reports expects 2026 Rivian R1T owners will experience far more reliability problems than buyers of other EVs and even most standard gas-powered vehicles. The likeliest trouble areas are the powertrain, the climate control system, and the overall build quality, including electrical accessories. Since 2022, The R1T has been hit with a long list of recalls, covering everything from seat belts and steering to defrosters, defoggers, accelerator pedals, airbags, headlights, and exterior lighting. That is a remarkable number of issues for a vehicle that has only been on sale for a few years. The deeper problem is that Rivian is still a young company. They have only been delivering customer vehicles since 2021, and building a car company from scratch is one of the hardest things any business can do. Working out reliability bugs takes years of accumulated production experience. Consumer Reports has noted that the newest brands consistently have the most issues with their cars, and Rivian sits near the bottom of brands with sufficient data to rank. So while the R1T is innovative and exciting, the reliability data tells a warning story that potential buyers need to hear. Number 7 is a beautiful luxury EV that has been getting absolutely hammered by one specific problem: the Genesis GV60. And this is a frustrating one because the GV60 is genuinely a desirable vehicle on paper. The exterior design stands out from every other compact luxury EV on the market. The interior is loaded with premium materials and unique features like the rotating crystal sphere shifter. The 800-volt charging architecture allows for some of the fastest fast charging speeds in the industry. So what is the problem? The problem is ICCU failures. ICCU stands for Integrated Charging Control Unit, and on Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis EVs, it controls a critical part of the charging system. When the ICCU fails, the vehicle can lose the ability to charge, lose 12-volt power, and sometimes even stop running entirely. The 2023 and 2024 Genesis GV60 was part of a recall directly related to ICCU software errors. The issue has been recurring and frustrating enough that Consumer Reports gave the GV60 one of the worst predicted reliability scores of any 2026 EV. The takeaway is straightforward. Hyundai Motor Group has been working to address the ICCU problem with software updates and extended warranty coverage in some cases. But the underlying hardware concern remains. If you absolutely love the GV60 design and you can stomach the reliability risk, just make sure you understand exactly what you are buying into. For most buyers though, the closely related Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6 have generally been more reliable choices despite sharing similar technology. The GV60 is gorgeous, but the reliability data is genuinely worth taking seriously. Number 6 is one of the most popular electric trucks in America, but also one I genuinely cannot recommend buying brand new in 2026. The Ford F-150 Lightning, and here is the kicker. Ford officially discontinued the Lightning. Production has ended. There are no more new Lightnings being built. Ford is replacing it with an extended range electric vehicle sometime before 2030. Now you can technically still walk into a Ford dealer right now and drive home in a brand new Lightning from remaining 2025 and 2026 inventory. Ford is even running aggressive lease and finance incentives to clear those vehicles out. So buying one is still possible. But here is the problem with that picture. You are buying a brand new vehicle that the manufacturer has already moved on from. Future software updates may be limited. Long-term parts availability is uncertain. Service support could decline as Ford shifts resources to their next generation EV programs. And resale value is likely going to drop faster than a Lightning bought a couple years ago. On top of the discontinuation issue, the Lightning has had real reliability concerns of its own. Consumer Reports cited electrical problems with the battery, charging system issues, accessory failures, and in-car electronics troubles. There were also production halts due to a supplier fire that affected aluminum supply. For a vehicle that originally launched with so much promise, the F-150 Lightning has had a rough run. Buying one new in 2026 means accepting all of those existing concerns, plus the new uncertainty of owning a discontinued model. The used market for Lightnings makes far more sense than buying new, but new in 2026, I would absolutely steer clear. Number 5 is a luxury electric sedan that genuinely has some of the most impressive specifications on the entire EV market, but it also has reliability concerns that potential buyers absolutely need to know about. The Lucid Air The headline numbers are remarkable. Over 500 miles of range on the top trims, among the most efficient electric vehicles ever built. Stunning interior design with premium materials, and driving dynamics that genuinely rival the Porsche Taycan. So why is it on this list? The issue is that Lucid is a young company still working through the growing pains that every new automaker faces. Consumer Reports has placed Lucid near the bottom of their brand reliability rankings, alongside Rivian as one of the brands still figuring out long-term build quality and durability at scale. Building a car company from scratch is a Herculean undertaking, and it can take years to work out the bugs. The Lucid Air has had multiple recalls covering everything from software issues to component failures since launch. There is also the company stability question. Lucid has been burning through cash and facing real financial pressure as a startup automaker. While the company is still in business and continuing to expand with the Gravity SUV and the upcoming Cosmos, buying a vehicle from a financially stretched startup carries real long-term risks. Parts availability, service network coverage, software support, resale value. All of those things depend on the company being around in 5, 10, 15 years. The Lucid Air is a genuinely brilliant piece of engineering. But until Lucid proves it can deliver consistent reliability at scale and stable financials over the long term, it is a calculated risk rather than a safe choice. Number 4 is a luxury electric flagship that should be one of the best vehicles in the entire automotive world, but has been getting absolutely roasted by owners and reviewers for problems that should never appear at this price. Point: the Mercedes EQS. This is supposed to be the electric S-Class, the pinnacle of Mercedes electric engineering, the car that announces Mercedes as a serious player in luxury EVs. And on paper, it delivers. Massive range, stunning interior, the hyperscreen that stretches across the dashboard, smooth, quiet, refined driving experience. But the reality of EQS ownership has been rougher than anyone expected for a vehicle that starts well into six-figure territory. Owners have reported recurring climate control problems that are genuinely unacceptable in a premium luxury vehicle. There have been documented software issues where the vehicle does not register the owner approaching and leaves the doors locked for 30 seconds or more. The front electric motor has been flagged as liable to fail unexpectedly. And there are reports of poor fitment that has allowed water leaks into the cabin after heavy rain, which is absolutely unacceptable in a Mercedes flagship at any price point, let alone $79,000 and up. Some drivers have also criticized the suspension as being bumpier than expected, with reports of the dashboard rattling during normal driving. None of that lives up to what the Mercedes star is supposed to represent. There is a major refresh of the EQS arriving for 2027 that addresses many of the underlying platform issues with the new 800-volt architecture and significant engineering updates. But for the current generation models still on sale right now, the reliability story is genuinely concerning for a vehicle that costs as much as the EQS does. Number 3 is one of the most well-known reliability disasters in recent EV history, the Chevrolet Blazer EV. And this one has a genuinely brutal track record that buyers absolutely need to understand. The Blazer EV launched with serious software problems that were so widespread GM was forced to halt sales of the vehicle just 2 days into the new year, shortly after launch. Customer complaints flooded in immediately. Production resumed months later after extensive software updates. The problems have continued well past launch. Electronic issues remain abundant. Owners have reported battery system errors, infotainment crashes, climate control failures, and charging system hiccups that turn ownership into a frustrating experience. One owner reported their 2024 Blazer EV battery malfunctioned 3 separate times following high voltage related system errors. That kind of major component failure happening repeatedly on a relatively new vehicle is exactly the kind of red flag that should make potential buyers walk away. Consumer Reports has consistently ranked the Blazer EV among the least reliable electric vehicles you can buy right now. Even with continued over-the-air software updates, the issues persist into 2026 models. The frustrating part is that the Blazer EV looks great, has competitive specifications on paper, and benefits from GM's Super Cruise hands-free driving system. But none of that matters if the car spends more time at the service center than in your driveway. GM has been aggressively incentivizing the Blazer EV, which has dropped used and lease prices significantly. But buying brand new at this point still means buying into a vehicle with a deeply troubled reliability history. Number 2 is the most polarizing vehicle on the entire EV market right now, and the reliability data unfortunately backs up the criticism: the Tesla Cybertruck. And before anyone starts typing angry comments, I want to be clear that there is a lot to like about this truck if you can get past the design. It is shockingly maneuverable for its size, thanks to rear wheel steering and steer-by-wire. It has 16 inches of ground clearance. It can ford 32 inches of water. The full self-driving software is genuinely impressive when it works. So why is it sitting at number 2 on a list of EVs to avoid? Because the Cybertruck has been hit with an absolutely staggering number of recalls in just a few short years on the market. As of right now, the Cybertruck has been hit with 10 separate recalls, covering everything from accelerator pedals that could potentially jam, to drive inverter issues that can cause complete loss of propulsion, to exterior trim that could fly off the vehicle while driving, to windshield wiper failures, and more. For a vehicle that took half a decade longer than originally promised to actually reach customers, the build quality and reliability issues have been embarrassing for Tesla. The repair situation is also genuinely concerning. The Cybertruck is one of the most difficult vehicles in modern history to manufacture because of the stainless steel body construction. When something goes wrong with the body panels, repair costs can be staggering and parts availability is limited. The repair network outside of Tesla service centers is essentially non-existent because no independent shop is set up to work on this kind of vehicle. The Cybertruck has its strengths, but the reliability, history, and repair complexity make it a genuinely risky purchase for a vehicle that starts at over $72,000. And here we are at number 1. And this is not just one vehicle, this is an entire category. Any brand new electric vehicle from Stellantis, that covers the Dodge Charger Daytona EV, the Jeep Wagoneer S, the Fiat 500e, the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in, and any other electric or electrified vehicle wearing a Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, or Maserati badge. And the reason this entire group sits at number 1 is because no single automaker in the entire industry is in worse shape right now than Stellantis. Let me break down what is going on. Stellantis is dealing with serious financial pressure. Build quality across their EV lineup has been criticized as some of the worst in the industry. Customer service complaints are widespread. Recall counts are piling up across every brand they own. There are real questions about whether Stellantis will continue investing in EVs at all, given they recently took over $26 billion in EV-related charges and largely abandoned their all-electric strategy. Some of the brands under the Stellantis umbrella may even face discontinuation in the coming years. The Dodge Charger Daytona EV specifically has been a documented reliability disaster. Owners are reporting their cars spending more time at the service center than on the road. One reviewer leased one and had it in service for over 100 days straight before it ultimately got lemmoned. The Jeep Wagoneer S has posted some of the worst sales numbers of any new electric vehicle in 2026, with only 175 units sold in an entire quarter, a 93% drop year over year. That signals zero confidence from buyers. The Fiat 500e is barely selling. The Pacifica plug-in continues to have ongoing software and electronic issues. When you buy a brand new electric vehicle, you are essentially betting on the manufacturer being around to support that car for years. When the manufacturer is this troubled across this many fronts, that bet becomes genuinely risky. Until Stellantis stabilizes and demonstrates real commitment to their EV programs, the safest move for buyers is simply to look elsewhere. There are too many reliable options from brands that are actually committed to electric to take this kind of risk. So there you have it, the 10 popular EVs you should think twice about buying brand new right now in America. The Cadillac Lyriq with its ongoing software problems, the Audi Q8 e-tron on an aging platform, the Rivian R1T with the most recalls of any new EV brand, the Genesis GV60 with its ICCU failures, the Ford F-150 Lightning, which has been discontinued, the Lucid Air still working through startup growing pains, The Mercedes EQS with surprising luxury reliability problems. The Chevy Blazer EV with its software disaster reputation. The Tesla Cybertruck with 10 recalls and counting. And any brand new Stellantis EV sitting at number 1 as the riskiest purchase in the entire EV market. Here's the honest bottom line. Not every EV on this list is a complete disaster. Some are good vehicles with frustrating problems. Others are genuinely well-designed cars from companies still working out reliability bugs. But every single one of them carries enough risk that buyers need to know what they are getting into before signing on the dotted line. The good news is that there are plenty of reliable electric vehicles available from brands like Hyundai, Kia, Tesla on certain models, BMW, and Lexus that deliver genuine peace of mind. Choose wisely, and your EV ownership experience will be smooth. Choose poorly, and it can be a costly headache. I am Nick, this has been Nick's Car Review, and I will see you in the next one.